Titus, welcome to the bump. Thank you for joining us. And before we get to anything else, how are you and how excited are you for your upcoming induction into the Boys and Girls Club of America Hall of Fame? Really cool stuff.
I'm good. Uh, Obviously, this month's been pretty special for me altogether. Starting with WrestleMania and being able to host it in my hometown,
Yeah.
being able to be acknowledged in front of my hometown crowd with the Warrior Award, along with the other 2020 recipients of the Hall of Fame induction, and now being able to be inducted into the National Boys and Girls Club Alumni Hall of Fame, especially with a cool class that includes, one of my favorite female artists in Sierra, uh, Alex Rodriguez, one of the greatest Major League Baseball players of our time, as well as Danny Glover, included in that list as well. And I always tell people that, the greatest investment that I can ever make back into society is the same investment that was made into me, and that's to treat people with dignity, open up doors and provide resources and opportunities to those in need, because you never know how it'll come full circle. So this Hall of Fame induction to the Boys and Girls Club is definitely a full circle moment for me, considering I couldn't afford to go to the Boys and Girls Club as a kid for the after-school programs, and now I'm actually funding Boys and Girls Clubs after-school programs in my hometown in Tampa Bay.
So cool. Incredible.
You're the man, Titus, for all those reasons and much more. And because you're doing that right now, what are some of your greatest memories working with the Boys and Girls Club of America?
Well, we've taken kids over to Universal Studios the last couple of summers. We weren't able to do it last year, obviously because of COVID. But usually try to round up about 150 kids and give them the experience. A lot of them that's the first time they ever went outside of Hillsborough County.
Wow.
We've done some technology camps through my foundation over the summer in partnership with the partners that we have, great partners at Microsoft, to help continue to move technology into the underserved communities. Working with the Boys and Girls Club, we also, at every Boys and Girls Club site that did not have devices during the pandemic, we made sure that they all were equipped with devices so that children can continue to learn and grow educationally in a very tough year of a pandemic. And now recently we're going to get ready to start an art camp over the summer and partner with Career Source to take some of these Boys and Girls Clubs kids that are in high school, partner with them to hire 1,500 kids over the summer for 12 weeks, paying them at $12 an hour, so that it was a twofold thing, actually threefold. The first thing is that I want to try to get as many kids off the streets as possible during the summer, so that we can try to put a curve in this school to prison pipeline that's been going on in the underserved communities. I also wanted to be able to give them an opportunity to make money and learn how to save money. And a lot of times it's easier or a lot less easier to spend the money that you've earned than it is to go out and spend your mom and dad. So being able to place them with a financial literacy coach that'll help them open up a bank account, as well as teach them how to save, teach them how to spend wisely, but most importantly, keep them off the streets like the Boys and Girls Club did for me when I was a kid.
That's incredible, Titus. And obviously, again, we just applaud you incredibly.
Sir?
Titus, you mentioned who you're going to be inducted with, but there's another cool wrinkle to this. Only 4 WWE superstars have ever been inducted into the Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame. That list is Naomi, Mr. McMahon, Triple H, and now yourself. How cool is that for you? That's elite company every which way you slice it.
Yeah, absolutely. I have, honestly, the utmost respect for both Triple H and Vince McMahon. Well, actually, all 4 of those that have been inducted. Me and Naomi started around the same time. And so to be able to be a part of a class that's kind of setting a new trend, hopefully, for others that have participated and been in the Boys and Girls Club alumni base. Kofi Kingston was a Boys and Girls Club kid. Austin Creed, or Xavier Woods, as we call him, is also a Boys and Girls Club. If I remember right, I believe that Big E has spent some time in the Boys and Girls Club. So being able to utilize this platform to not only bring more awareness to the Boys and Girls Club and all the great work they do through WWE in partnership with us, but also being able to be recognized, because that's where a lot of us got our roots in regards to our first time doing certain things. You know, my first time going fishing was with the Boys and Girls Club. My first time actually getting ice cream from a local place that, in my opinion, was way too expensive at the time. But I actually got into a fight at the Boys and Girls Club, and our counselor sat down with us and talked to us about how we could have made the situation different and better. And she was so overwhelmed with how we received what she was telling us, and how we essentially became best friends off the conversation, that she actually took both of us to the ice cream place. And so it was my first time actually going to this place, and my favorite ice cream still to this day is butter pecan, and that's because that was the ice cream that I got.
Aww.
Butter pecan!
I do love me some butter pecan.
Butter pecan!
Titus, in addition to that incredible honor of being inducted to the Boys and Girls Club Hall of Fame, you also were a part of WrestleMania in a different way. I see it behind you, sir, being the Warrior Award recipient. Can you please talk to me about that, especially being the first WWE superstar to receive that, sir? How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it was definitely a surprise, and you know, sometimes in life we do certain things just being ourselves, and I never have wanted to get acknowledged for any of the work that I do, because I feel like this is my only way of paying back those that, you know, essentially made a life for me. Some of them I'll never meet. Some of them I don't know their names, but I know what their heart entailed when they gave to places like the Boys and Girls Club or to the Florida Sheriff's Boys Ranch. You know, being there the night that Ultimate Warrior gave that impassioned speech, only to lose him, you know, shortly after, and understanding and get a chance to meet, you know, and his family, his daughters, and working with his wife, you know, Dana, you have a greater appreciation for not only what he did for the business, but how he transitioned as a man into being an inspiration and wanting to be a better man. And unfortunately, we lost him, I think, at a time in which he was just hitting his stride in regards to making this evolution into Warrior and what it meant. But his daughters and his wife are continuing to live on that legacy. You know, Dana's an ambassador for us. She's also working with the creative team. Her daughters are doing phenomenal, and so I get a chance to text with them and talk with them on a regular. And they write letters. You know, she had her daughters write a letter to me because a phone call, I guess, wasn't good enough to congratulate me. But, you know, Ultimate Warrior is one of those figures that, you know, people will always remember shaking the ropes and running down to the ring with so much energy and so much passion. And that's my approach to charity. You know, my approach to giving back is to be engulfed in every single aspect of it. I don't just write checks. I believe in transformational work and not transactional. There are a lot of people that do transactional things throughout time, but the real work is in the transformation and how you can go into certain environments, whether it's a school or a neighborhood or Boys and Girls Club or wherever, and change the entire environment by setting a new standard of what excellence really should be about. And excellence should promote equality. Excellence should promote growth. Excellence should promote success for so many people that are involved in whatever dynamic that you're trying to change. And so there's no question that this platform in WWE has been extremely good to me. I enjoy working with every person that I've had a chance to work with, and that I continue to work with, to not only put smiles on people's faces inside of the ring and on television screens, but also out in communities globally. And now being a global ambassador of WWE and having an opportunity to wear this Warrior Award in my heart and with pride every single place that I go, being introduced as a Warrior Award recipient every place I go is a tremendous honor. And I'm very, so thankful to everyone, you know, Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon, Triple H, you know, Mary Ellen Curran and the CSR team.
Wow.
Everyone has helped make this possible for me.
Incredible.
Well, you're very deserving, and anyone who's ever come into contact with you can agree that you are very deserving of that award. I know you talked about it a little bit ago, being the host of WrestleMania in your hometown of Tampa. Expand a little bit on what that meant to be able to do that. Again, just being in your home.
Well, I served on the NFL host committee to help kind of usher in fans and people from all over the country to Tampa, and being able to engage the world once again on a global stage with WrestleMania, and not only show what we can provide from an entertainment standpoint, but also being able to leave a legacy with so many different people. And that's what our purpose has always been, but during a pandemic, we had to trim things down, and I was very fortunate to be the one to kind of spearhead how we honor community champions, who we engage with to provide funds to so that they can continue sustainable work in their respective spaces, whether it be food insecurity or housing or education or working with those that are disabled. And so being able to be a host, I was more than just standing up there with the guy that they say essentially put WrestleMania on the map, and Hulk Hogan. I was doing more than just that on the stage. I was really welcoming everyone to our city of Tampa, Bay Area, and engaging them in a way in which was very special to me. It was our first time with live fans in the stadium. Rain couldn't stop us. Technical difficulties wouldn't stop us, and we still went out, and everyone out there on that card and behind the scenes went out and put on one of the best WrestleMania experiences anybody could ever be a part of. Right. And I was very fortunate to be spearheading that and leading that.
Well, listen, Titus, like you said, it's been a whirlwind of a month or two for you. Also, happened to be your birthday. Social media was overflowing with birthday love to you, including a lot of your fellow WWE superstars. How gratifying is it to know that you have such, this massive respect coming from your peers? You got Natty. You're just so loved, and even working with you backstage on TV days. I mean, you just light up the room, and everybody just smiles as big as they can when they see you. I mean, look at this.
It was definitely awesome scrolling through my timeline, even taking a few of the phone calls, and Kevin Owens was one of those guys that not only he tweeted, but he also called, and so did Natty, who's like a sister to me. And me and Natty, for the second year in a row, she's going to join me, and we're going to honor 50 supermoms from the city of Tampa Bay area to a nice Mother's Day event this Saturday night. We did it last year, and it was awesome as well. We had women that were law enforcement officers, first responders, teachers, doctors, lawyers, those that were young mothers, and we're going to do the same again this year at the Columbia Museum restaurant down here, and it's going to be a pretty awesome experience. So you guys will see the hashtag Supermom going on, and me and Natty welcoming, along with my little brother, Jameis Winston, quarterback of the New Orleans Saints now, and welcoming these mothers and honoring them for the task of obviously being extraordinary women, but being extraordinary mothers too.
Incredible.
It's awesome.
I love that. Well, we actually have an extraordinary woman standing by right now. We're going to go ahead and bring her on. So everyone say hello to Naomi.
Hey. Yes.
Candy.
Long time no see, guys.
How are you?
What's up?
I know. Hello. Thank you for joining us. We're just sitting here talking with Titus about the Boys and Girls Club and the impact that it made on him growing up. And we know that you have, a similar background with Boys and Girls Club. So how would you say it shaped you to be the phenomenal woman that you are today?
It shaped me in so many ways, from just the diversity we had in our club, also to the things that it opened up for me to be comfortable with and do as far as sports and cheerleading and entertaining. We had so many things going on in our club, and I feel like I really blossomed going to the Boys and Girls Club. And it was also a very safe environment. So it's something that shaped my childhood, and for everything to come full circle and to be able to continue to go to the Boys and Girls Club now with where I am is truly an honor.
Wow.
And we
Hey,
mentioned
Naomi, I
earlier,
got a
but
question
Titus.
for you.
Oh,
ahead.
What?
I got a question for Naomi. What hotel you at? That's some nice furniture.
I was thinking the same. Look, what's that chair back there? That's a tall chair.
I'm home, baby. I'm in my glam room.
I hear your badass dog in the back.
So Naomi, we mentioned it earlier, but Titus will be joining you as a Boys and Girls Club of America Hall of Famer,
Yes.
which you already
Adorable.
have that honor. Adorable. Oh my gosh.
That's my baby right
How
there.
cool is it?
Hey, Ali.
You know, we bring a dog on the show, everything derails because all we want to do is talk about being.
No. Sorry, Caleb.
How
Finish.
cool is-
Titus, be quiet.
So how cool is it for you to know that, you two can be alongside of each other with that honor? Again, Boys and Girls Club of America Hall of Famers, both of you now. It's got to be pretty special that now you can share that honor with a fellow WWE superstar. And as we mentioned, only 4 people from WWE have this honor.
That's super cool. And even more so special for me because Titus and I started in FCW at the same time. So took to each other immediately, kind of like a brother and sister relationship. And I'm just so proud of you, Thad, to just see everything that you're doing for our community, also within the company, and just to see the growth and the fact that we're still here together. Someone just who's a good friend and just a good humanitarian, a good human being. Like, I'm so proud of you. You know how much I love you. And I'm super happy to share this experience with you. And hopefully I can come and be there with you.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be virtual, so you can't come.
Just shut that down.
Oh, man.
Way from afar. Hey.
Listen, we mentioned earlier it was your birthday, Titus, and Miss Naomi, you posted this video on Twitter. Let's take a look.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Follow me at Titus O'Neil WWE.
I know you lying. Don't follow him. Don't follow him.
I know you guys had fun with that video, but can you just talk to me about your guys' friendship and your bond and what makes you guys so close?
Yeah,
You go. No, you go.
I just she's quite honestly one of the most phenomenal people you'll ever meet in your life, and just funny. Like, I think we were drawn together by so many things that everybody's enjoyed it during their childhood, but we would be reciting Martin lines at practice to try to get through, roll Naomi in the house, Naomi in the house, watch your mouth, but just getting a chance to meet her family and be a part of her family, tell mom to call me, and hanging out with her and obviously Josh and John. We all were at FCW at the same time, which is now NXT, and being able to see everybody grow, from riding in Nick McNeil's green BMW with no AC to well, they rolled in it. I never had that issue, but they rolled in it.
AKA Percy Watson.
Yeah, AKA Percy Watson. Being able to see, them go from, being at FCW, all of us being there together, all of us talking, saying, essentially the same thing, how we wanted to make it not just for ourselves, but to make a life for our families and be successful and giving back and doing things for the company at levels that had never been done. And obviously, I'm extremely proud of her. As a black woman, every black woman on our roster, but I feel like Naomi's one of those black women that are in our company that have shown that you can be a powerful, beautiful, strong, intelligent black woman, and you don't have to be hood, and you don't have to, degrade yourself in order to be successful. You can just be you. Come to work every day with a smile on your face. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of where you come from. because there are a lot of people that came from similar situations or worse that are looking to us, for inspiration, much like we were looking at television as kids and never really seeing many black heroes that we can kind of look up to in the way that we can now. So I'm very proud of our company too, of being able to really embrace every single form of representation on the roster. And that was the other cool thing about WrestleMania and hosting it. I feel like I hosted the greatest group of representation in prominent places in our company on our grandest stage at WrestleMania. And you had Big E and Apollo fighting for a championship. You had two black women for the first time in WWE history main eventing and tearing the house down in Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. Bad Bunny with the Latino culture coming in and killing it, You had Asuka and Rhea Ripley, Australian and Japan, going. So we had so many blends of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Canada and
awesome.
Just the list goes on and on. So we I feel like we started that. I feel like
Wow.
Our perseverance kind of helped that for the ones that set the table before us with Mark Henry and Ron Simmons. The list goes on, and to be able to now see the next level of elevation for African American talent and the acceptance of our culture and being able to intertwine that with the New Day doing so well and so many other talented African American stars on the roster. Naomi is one of those people I feel like people will look back years from now and say she helped shape what characters should be about on television. I'm extremely proud of her.
Absolutely.
Incredible time.
Well, Titus, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna stick around. Naomi, you're staying with us. Titus, thank you so much for joining us here on the Bucket. Congratulations on this incredible honor and all your continued success. And thank you for all you do.
Thank you,
Congrats, Titus.
Way to go.
Y'all saw my ring?
Oh, that ring. I saw that ring.
Okay, baby. Okay.
Show Truth again that ring.
I didn't know if
Truth
y'all
needs to see
saw
that
my
ring.
Let me make sure you get a good
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hey.
Congrats, Titus.
Thanks, man.